Hello, everybody. Going to give StreamYard a couple seconds, and then we will go ahead and get started. Stasia is not currently on. I'm hoping she'll be on within the next hour or so. I believe she is just about to or just now got off of work. And so she has to drive home, of course. And then I'm hoping she'll be able to hop on and read with us for the next couple hours. But happy third day of Spooktober. Happy first round of sprints for the month, which is very exciting. I am so glad y'all are here. I'm excited to spend the next 3.5 hours or so reading. And then, of course, we will be back tomorrow morning with more sprints. And then I'll chat about kind of some plans that we have for next week in regard to more sprints. But we're going to go ahead and kick things off as per usual. Feel free to let me know what y'all are going to be reading, whether it's for Spooktober or whether it's just for your October reading in general. I want to hear all of it. Let me know what y'all are going to be doing this evening. I am currently reading 2 books. One is for Spooktober, one is not. But I'm hoping to finish my not Spooktober book tonight because I only have like 100 pages left and it's so good and I just want to wrap it up. So first, of course, I'm reading The Housemaid. This one is not for Spooktober. I might be able to make the second book fit if my copy of it arrives soon enough, because one of the prompts that I rolled for Spooktober was to read a book with blood red on the cover, but this one is just for funsies because I was traveling for the last 2 days and read both of my books that I brought with me, and I did not bring my Kindle on the trip, so I grabbed this in the airport yesterday and just casually binged a good chunk of it on the flight. So goal is to finish that one or this one tonight. And then also I will be reading Mary, which is for Spooktober. This one is for the final girl trope, which I kind of picked this one for that trope on a whim because I was looking up books with that trope just because it's hard to know sometimes for some of the prompts like what tropes are in the books without doing some research on them first, which we try to make most of the prompts pretty simple, but this was one that I just wanted to look up books, recommended books that have the final girl trope, and a couple people on Goodreads had shelved this one as final girl, and I'm definitely starting to see it, so I'm glad that it does fit that prompt. But it's good so far. I am 135 pages into it pretty much, so kind of a longer read. I think it's over 400 pages, just about 400 pages, but I have the audio, so I'll be binging the audiobook while also having the physical in front of me. Let's go ahead and roll for our first sprint, and then we'll chat about the books that y'all are reading or what you're doing during our sprints tonight. In case y'all are new to my sprints, my live sprints, I typically do dice sprints, so I'll share the screen and it's going to be a little wonky because that's just how my laptop is, but I share the screen and we roll our dice, and every single digit is 5 minutes. So we're going to roll, and our first number, of course, as per usual, is a 7. So 5 times 7 is 35, which means that our first sprint will be for 35 minutes. That has unfortunately been my number recently. I have been doing sprints pretty frequently, and I just feel like I roll 35-minute sprints all the time, which is fine. It's not a super like short or super long sprint, but I do typically like to lean more toward longer sprints. I always get bummed out when you roll a 7, but I also like the randomness of dice sprints. That's what we typically do on my channel. So we'll start out at 20 till with a 35-minute sprint. I'm going to do some lo-fi, of course, as per usual. I also have a new timer background or new timer website with a spook background that we'll be using for sprints this month. This is my first time using this site in terms of streaming it, so I'm hoping it looks okay. I'm gonna test it and then we'll switch back to the usual countdown timer if we need to, but I'm very excited about this little spooky aesthetic we'll have going on while we read this evening. Don't forget that if you are here for Spooktober and you have not yet registered Registration closes tonight. I want to say that I have, let me look and see if I have the description set up for Spooktober in terms of like having all the information that y'all need. I do have the registration form in the description down below if you want to join in last minute. I am hoping that we can get it closed by sometime around midnight Central Time. So I'll probably have Stasia be in charge of that because she is the one who owns all of the forms and spreadsheets that we use. Um, but yeah, I'm very excited. I love that people are so excited to be participating in this readathon. We've only been reading for 3 days now, pretty much, but already have, let's see how many submissions we have. 30, 40, 39 submissions, which is pretty cool. I'll probably do like a page count, just stat at some point tonight or tomorrow, just for everybody to kind of see like, oh, it's only been 3 days and we've already read this many pages, which is very, very cool. I love I love Spooktober. This is like my favorite readathon that I do, and I do a lot of readathons. Like I host a lot with Stasia, and Spooktober is just my favorite. And I appreciate y'all wanting to hang out with us all month long and read all the thriller, mystery, and horror books. Let's go ahead and chat about what y'all are going to be reading, and then we'll get ready to dive into our first sprint. Hello, Glenda. Hello, Sammy. Appreciate y'all being here. Hi, Sarah. Welcome. I'll be finishing One of Us is Lying, my first book for Spooktober. I have 145-ish pages left. I loved that book when I read it, probably around 2020, 2021. I do remember really enjoying it though, and I hope you end up loving all the twists that happen in it. I'm reading The Spell Shop in an arc of A Game of Fallen Stars. I love that. I've heard great things about The Spell Shop. I'm looking up the arc that you're reading really fast. Um, that cover is really pretty. I love all the purple on it. I hope you enjoy it. And have a great time reading with us. Let's see. Hello, hello. I'm reading Blood at the Root by Ladarian Williams, a YA fantasy. I'm on chapter 4. Very nice. As the night progresses, the dice will get better. One can only hope. I'm gonna go ahead and make sure the timer is ready to go. I'm so excited about this background, y'all. I found one on this site that is connected to the Study With Me countdown timer we typically use for our sprints, but it has like pumpkins and a spooky looking barn and the moon in the background, and it's perfect for our readathon and perfect for live sprints this month, and I'm very excited to show y'all in just a moment. But get ready, get prepped, grab a drink, grab a snack, pick up your book. We're going to start off with a 35-minute sprint, so nothing super crazy, and hopefully we'll get some longer ones as the night goes on. But we're going to go ahead and jump into our first one now. I'm going to French braid my hair over at my mirror really fast, so I'll be listening to Mary while doing so. So y'all will not see me, but I'll hop back in as soon as I'm done with my hair. But for now, let's go ahead and get reading, and I will see y'all back here in 35 minutes. All right, y'all. First sprint is done. Let me know how y'all did or what you did. Also, just a little update for Spooktober. We're not really doing like point updates this round because everyone's just doing their own game board and there's not really points that you get quite yet. But we have already read 11,000 pages and we are barely or we're only 3 days into the readathon, which I think is pretty crazy. So if we keep going on that trend, we're gonna have a great reading month together. Let me know how y'all did. I got to page 157 of Mary. I'm gonna switch to the housemaid during this next sprint, but I also braided my hair and yeah, just hung out. So it was good. Hello, Stephanie. I started at 136 pages for the end of everything. I hope you enjoy it. Hello, hello, welcome to Sprint. That is my husband. He came up here because I think I have a little bug issue in the loft, and wanted to get on the camera like he always does. So I think it's so funny. um, we'll go ahead and roll in just a second, and then I will. Let's go ahead and roll, and I'll keep going through the comments really quickly. That way we can kind of know what to expect for our next sprint. So let's do that first, and then we'll keep chatting about the progress that y'all made. All right, going up to 40 minutes for the next sprint, which is great. Let me go ahead and change the countdown for us so it's ready to go. Oops. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Okay. Let's see how the rest of y'all did. Hello, hello. Hello. Read 7% of A Game of Fallen Stars. Very nice. Love the progress. 39 pages. That's amazing. I want to punch one of the characters in my book. I feel like that is not an uncommon occurrence in thrillers and mystery and horror books. Mostly thrillers, though, I feel like. And I've read some horror recently where the characters are very unlikable, but yeah, I definitely can relate to you. Got to page 59 of Blood at the Root. 13 pages of One of Us is Lying. Love that. Hopefully, you'll be able to finish it within the first few sprints, Sammy. I enjoyed One of Us is Lying. I also really enjoyed it. I can't remember if I liked the sequel as much, which I think is One of Us is Next, right? I I'm pretty sure I read it, but I can't remember um if I liked it as much as the first book, but that's typically just how it goes with sequels, unfortunately. The husband says, I am not currently reading, but I am building a spaceship. If you wanted to, you could finish your Witcher book. Just saying. But you don't have to. Not yet, at least. I will make you very soon. Because he's like, so let's chat really quickly about our relationship. I'm the reader and he is the gamer, but for the first time, I don't know, in years, probably he's reading a book for fun because I kind of made him and he's actually really liking it. So I'm hoping he finishes the first book in the Witcher series soon. I think he has like 30 pages left, but we're trying to turn him into a reader. Slowly but surely, it's happening. Usually, wishing violence on characters means it's going to be a good one. Very fair. I'm liking it a lot. Good. Yeah, I'll be curious to see if you decide to read the sequel. And I'm pretty sure there was a TV show or a movie that came out, but it was only on Peacock, so I never watched it. But if I had Peacock, like I probably would have. Let me see. Us is lying. Look, see, I have no idea if people like the TV show. Um, but let's see. I know that I liked the first book, and then I think there's a third book out now okay, I guess it came out in 2023. So there's One of Us is Lying, One of Us is Next, and One of Us is Back, which I'd never read the third book. I don't even think I knew that it existed, honestly, until right now. If I were to read that, I would have to go back probably and reread the first two books to kind of like reorient myself. But I don't know if at this point I'm interested in doing that. But I'll be curious to see, Sammy, if you decide to continue with the series. You'll have to keep all of us posted. Yeah, I didn't even know that number three existed. So that's very cool. I do think the covers are really fun. I like the color coordination of the UK covers, but I just love the, I don't know, high school teenage eeriness of the US covers. I'm just looking at them still. Very valid. You are close, and hopefully I also bought him books 2 and 3, so hopefully we get to those at some point. I'll never read them probably, but they're very much up his alley. I'll be binging the trilogy and the 2 seasons after. Is the second season based off the second book? I'm looking this up now too, just because I'm curious. And then we'll start our next sprint, y'all, at 25 past, and I'll see maybe if Stasia will be able to get on soon. Um, I'm looking to see if it may be on. No, it's definitely not on Netflix. I'm curious. Yeah, I wish I had. Oops, I wish I had Peacock, because I think that's the only place where the show was streaming when it first came out. Um, but I have so many streaming services, but that is not one of them. But I hope you enjoy the TV show once you finish the trilogy. I buddy read One of Us is Lying and One of Us is Next before dropping out due to a slump. So fair. And I feel like, I mean, like, not bad by any means, but waiting 3 years in between publications for like a thriller series is very interesting to me, because I um like fantasy books, like I like a lot of times those take a little bit longer between publications, but I feel like thrillers don't typically not take as long, but I feel like typically they like are released a lot faster. So I'm curious about why it took 3 years, but not a bad reason. It's just different that it's so spread out. Because I mean that's a 6 year writing endeavor. When yeah, like I either forgot about the series or I just like had no idea that there was going to be a continuation of it. By the time 2023 hit, I guess had moved on from the series and had kind of forgot about it. So maybe I'll have to go back though if someday check out that series again, because I did read the entire A Good Girl's Guide to Murder trilogy. Like I reread the first book and read the last two this year, and I really loved them, and I love young adult thrillers like that, and so maybe I'll have to go back and reread and continue, because I did like how it was interconnected, and just the story intensified with every book that you read. I'm not gonna look up where you can watch One of Us is Lying now, because if it's not on Peacock, then I don't know where it is. Yeah, I only see it on Peacock, but maybe it's other places too now. But the first result is Peacock, and maybe Apple TV has it too. But Netflix also has a link for it, but I don't think that's accurate, because when I clicked on it, it didn't pull anything up, and I have Netflix. But let me check on my phone just to see if that's any different. Yeah. Well, I can't get on Netflix right now because I am not a part of the household currently that my parents are in, so I'll get access back to it later. But let me know where you watch it at. That was a long ramble for something that I'm not even completely sure of, but I hope you enjoy it. That's where we're at. We're gonna go ahead and start our next sprint. This one is for a little bit longer. We're gonna go for 40 minutes, and then I'm gonna text Asia to see if she'll be able to join us relatively soon. And if not, that's totally okay. But we're gonna go ahead and get back into reading, and yeah, we'll chat again in 40 minutes. right, y'all. That is another sprint done. Let me know how y'all did. I got to 274 of the housemaid, and I so wish that this was for the readathon, but it's not. But it's still super good. I'm hoping to finish it up probably during our last sprint. I think Stage is going to try to join us in a second. She just texted me to ask for the link, and I think we'll probably do 2 more sprints with her tonight, and then of course I'll be back on tomorrow morning for some more sprints for a couple hours. But let me know how y'all did. I don't know how many pages I actually read, but it was probably, I don't know, close to 50 or 60 pages. I feel like I just fly through her books so quickly, so I cannot complain about that. But now I am going to swap back to Mary for the sprint. I'm probably going to go get a little snack from downstairs as well. And yeah, we'll probably go ahead and do 2 more sprints tonight. Sorry, I'm looking at, I've had a little bit of a ladybug issue. Like they're harmless, I know, but they've kind of been flying around my loft. I have 3 on the walls right now, and I need to do something about that problem because I just don't want bugs. First of all, bugs in the house can be frustrating, and 2, I don't want them on my books and stuff. So, I need to go figure out what to do with those little guys first before I go downstairs in a moment. But let's go ahead and roll for our next sprint so we can know what we are aiming for. And one second, I need to pause this. Okay, let's go ahead and roll. Hopefully we get another longer one. That'd be great. Okay. The 35 and 40-minute sprints are liking us this time, so we're going to go ahead and do another 40-minute sprint, which is great. Let's see. I watched it on Peacock, but it's on Prime too for One of Us is Lying. I finished the last 38 pages of The End of Everything, moving on to The End of Everything 2, very nice. Made it through 9 pages in the second book, very nice. I read 34 pages. That's the most I've ever read in one sprint. I love that for you. I feel like sometimes when you find just the right book, they're so easy to fly through, but I think that's awesome. Congrats on being able to read so much. I love that. Hopefully you'll be able to finish it tonight or tomorrow. We'll go ahead and start our next sprint. I'm gonna see if Stasia comes on. I think she's getting set up right now. And we'll see if she's able to hang out. I know they just moved, and I think their Wi-Fi was not working super great, so they had someone come out and like work on it or something, or they upgraded, but I don't know if she's been able to test out yet just the live streaming because it kind of takes a lot out of Wi-Fi or a lot of internet to power. So I'm hoping she'll be able to hop on for our final 2 sprints so we can chat with her and catch up. But I'm not sure. So we might go ahead and get started at 10 past. And maybe she'll hop on during this upcoming sprint, and I'll add her in, of course, while we are reading. But I have not yet heard from her since I sent her the link, so we will see. But let's just go ahead and jump into our next sprint. It is getting a little bit late where I live, and I'm not a night owl, but we are going to go ahead and do 2 more sprints. So we'll start this 40-minute sprint, chat hopefully with Stasia for a little bit, and then we'll do 1 more sprint for the night. So let's go ahead and get reading again, and we will chat once more in 40 minutes. everybody. Another sprint is done. Let us know how you did, and hello to Stasia.
Hi, this is my first
Hello.
time streaming in the new house. So let me know if
Yay.
it's a mess or not.
As of right now, like audio sounds good.
Yay.
Yeah, everything looks good.
All right. Hello, friends. I'm here, and I'm not reading for Spooktober.
What are you reading instead?
I'm reading Christmas Sweater Weather for
Very
Bookmas.
fun.
I need to
Good
get
for
this done
you.
before this weekend, literally,
Yeah.
because I have other stuff to do.
How far are you into it?
Like halfway.
Okay.
It's
That's
a
not bad.
fast read. I'm just at work for nearly 12 hours,
Yeah.
and my lunch is only 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So I need to find my way around
Yeah.
this.
But you have 3-day weekends, right?
I do, yeah. So
Okay.
we'll
That's
see how much.
nice.
I think I think next week I'm off on Friday though. I think I work Monday through Thursday next week.
Okay.
So I just need to plan my life better, honestly.
Do you work different days like every week? Like you get 1 day off every week, but is it going to
It's
be
always gonna
different?
be a Monday or a Friday.
Okay.
But as of right now, since I'm in training, it's
Yeah.
kind of like moving around.
Okay.
But I think later, probably in like a month when I'm hopefully fully trained, I think I'm always gonna have Mondays off. I think.
Okay. That's nice.
Yeah, I'm excited for that.
Yeah, that'll be good. Well, good. I got to page 182 of my book for my second role. So making progress, but I've been mostly focused on The Housemaid, which is also not for Spooktober because it
Oh,
doesn't fit any of my roles. But in case you haven't seen, I read all of this in like two and a
are
half
you
hours
doing
of
audio?
reading. No, I'm not. I'm just her books are so fast, but
I've never read a book, so I don't know.
I think you need to check this one. I know you have this one. I think you need to read it because
I do. I'm trying. You see, I was really hoping for like either a one or a three, so I could read
yeah,
any book I wanted, or a new to me author,
yeah.
and then that didn't happen. So it's fine.
It would fit.
I think
It'll
it
fit
fits
a lot of
most of it. Yeah.
like by the end of this it'll fit host favorite, so there's that.
Okay. Okay, but that's like at the end,
um
girl. I need to get
I
to the
know.
end.
I mean 300 plus pages. You could put it on a poll pick, publish after 2020.
Yeah.
um
If I roll another one, it could also still fit for new to me author.
yeah, I think it would work for a lot of person on the cover, multiple povs.
Yeah.
There's a lot that it could work for, so hopefully if you end up landing somewhere and you want to read it, like she is just such a quick read, and so I feel like for you who's like adjusting to like the move and everything, like I feel like you'd be able to
Yeah.
binge really fast,
That's what I
which might
need.
be nice. Yeah.
That is what
Oh
I need
yeah.
right now.
Let's roll for our last sprint first, and then let's go through y'all's comments on what you did during that last sprint. I'm guessing you saw, but I found like the perfect countdown
I
timer that has
did.
the spooky aesthetic. Okay, we're not doing that. Sorry, I'm gonna re-roll. Okay, we're gonna end on 50 minutes, y'all. Which is great. Let me get our clock. But yeah, I thought this little countdown timer would be perfect for Spooktober, so
It
we're
is.
using it.
It's also like the I guess like sister website of the website we used to use. So
Yeah, it is. And I was gonna use that, but I wanted like a different aesthetic, and it worked that this one had it.
yeah.
So we're
I
rolling
mean
with it for
that
right
one,
now.
the Focus has a lot like I feel like it's a lot more customizable. So
Yeah, it's very confusing to work, and a lot of it you have to pay for, but the
yes.
stuff that we want to do, it's free. So like,
Yeah. I
you
don't need
know,
to do the extra stuff.
yeah. Let's see how y'all did during this sprint. 27 pages, very
Um,
nice. I read from 266 to 285. I'm not sure how many pages that is. You still made
I
some great
can't click that
progress.
either.
I don't know, it's 10 o'clock here. One moment. Hello.
Oh, she has a message.
Okay,
She
I
has
have
one
somebody
more
who wants to say
story.
hi because he
Oh.
Likes to say
Hello.
hello. He wants to say hi to you, Stasia.
Hi. Long time no see.
I know, it's been a minute.
She's got a
Okay.
new setup because she's in her new
Oh,
house.
nice. How's Vegas?
Dry.
That's
Yeah.
fair. That's fair. Okay, I'm getting out of here. See ya.
Um, thank you. Yeah, it's too late to math, but I'm glad you made some progress.
Progress is progress.
I have a hate or a love to dislike relationship with her books, but I counted today and I've read like 13, so which is more than I thought I've read. So I think I could probably read her entire backlist like by the middle of next year.
She also
Um
like publishes books like
I think
crazy
she has
though.
she has one coming out on Tuesday, and then she has two more, or she has one releasing in January or February of next year, and then I think one is re-releasing next year too.
I'm pretty sure in the
Um,
span of like a year, she releases like at least 2 to 3
but
books.
I think from what I've heard is that she wrote a ton before she started publishing, so she has a lot of older books that
Okay, that
she's
she's
written
kind of
like
like
years and years and years ago that she's backlogging, I think,
that she's
finally.
probably just tweaking really quick.
Yeah, because I think people have accused her of like AI writing her books, and she's like, no, I've just been writing for 20 years and I have
Yeah,
like tons of stuff in like my backlist that I just never have
yeah.
published. So, um, this is probably one of the best written books I've read by her, though, as I can tell
Okay.
that like it's her most popular one because I think it was republished too. And then it got so popular. So, this is
Yeah,
the
I have
most.
it somewhere. I also have, you could probably see, that's book 3.
Yeah, I am hopefully getting books 2 and 3 in the series soon. I had money from selling books, so I'm just gonna see if I can like reuse it, but
Nice.
we'll see. I put like an offer on one for like cheaper than what it was listed for, so I'll see if they accept it or not, but I don't know. We'll see. I could just read them all in KU, but for this series at least, I think the physical ones are worth having
Yeah, if you're
because I
reading the
really
whole
like
book in
them.
like 3 hours.
Yeah. I'm reading a book by new to me author. Love that. You picked like a cozy mystery, right, Stasia? Or like
Yes,
a yeah, it gave cozy mystery vibes, the cover did.
it is so
Yeah.
it sounds really good. So I am vlogging. Well, we'll see if it ever goes up because if I finish one book, I'm not publishing the vlog.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. Um, so I said in the vlog that I may actually end up changing my
Okay.
book depending on how it reads because this book is like 300 some odd pages and only 26 chapters.
Yeah.
So the
That's
chapters are
hard.
insanely long, but
Yeah.
it sounds like the premise. I really love the premise. And I
Yeah.
feel like it could read fast. So it also comes out what next week
Yeah. I
on
read
the
the
14th.
synopsis, or I skimmed it on Goodreads last night after you posted your role, and it sounds good.
Yeah, I feel like it could read fast.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Hopefully you like it.
We'll see. Oh,
You got some
thanks.
bangs compliments. Were you able to go get them like I know you said you wanted to get them like trimmed up a little bit.
I did, and they're already gonna touch
Okay.
my eyes again.
No, I like them.
I
I
think
think
they're
they
like
suit you with your glasses though.
they do, and they're also falling a lot better now because it was
Yeah.
hard to train my hair to
Yeah.
go forward instead of go back. But yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's nice now. I
Yeah,
like
I
it.
like them. Yes, we love ending on a long sprint. I'm currently reading for the prompt 10,000 reviews or less, but that seems to be the case for most of my reads, which I think is great. We love all the indie and underrated book recs. I think I forget what I'm reading for because I also roll for 10,000 reviews or less, but that's like 5 books away still for me. But I'm making progress, which is what matters. So,
I've not
um,
started my
it
first book.
doesn't help. I mean, it does help that my first prompt was for a novella, and I read a 200-page YA thriller that had like 60 chapters in it. So,
I feel like that kind of just like speeds things along when you get to
yeah,
start something so quick.
yeah.
See, I
Well,
was hoping for the novella prompt because I have um Ghost Camera by Darcy Coates,
Darcy
and
Coates,
I
yeah,
didn't know that's a novella.
yeah,
Yeah, like I didn't know that book was a like a sum of novellas. So I was
yeah,
hoping that I could start with that book
yeah. A lot
because
of
if
people, I think, rolled novella for their first one.
okay, I rolled a 2.
Just crazy.
but it's fine.
I don't know. It's fine. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if I make it through the board more than once, but especially because like we're gone half of next week too. But like I think it'll be fine. I'll read in lines for rides and stuff like that because we're going to Disney. So
I would like to just get through the board if I can.
yeah,
That's
it'll be
my
great.
goal.
It's only been 3 days.
I've not started my book.
It's only been 3 days. Are you guys doing anything this weekend? Like, do you think you'll have time to like settle in and like sit down?
To read a lot. I have to film this weekend for this whole situation. But there's a lot of downtime when I do that. And then tomorrow, I know that my little brother has a football game, and then we're going to dinner for my stepdad's birthday. But that's the only thing I have planned tomorrow.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping maybe I don't know if I have the ebook for this, because sometimes like the Berkeley will send me like the physical books, but also give me like the widgets.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna see if I have the ebook for that. I might just stop my current ebook and then use that because I read my Kindle.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. My life is a mess.
It'll get sorted. It'll take time, but just what happens when
I need to debrief you guys in the group chat. What's going on?
It's just been crazy. Everyone's been running around doing all the things. So
yeah, but you know, it's fine. We will get through. I'm not even posted. Oh my gosh, actually, I don't know if I'll get to read because I also need to fill my wrap up at TBR this week.
Yeah, I gotta do my wrap up too. I also read. For being honest,
a lot of books.
I read 29 books, but I've already forgotten what most of them were because most of them were like 3 stars or less, and when they're 3 stars or less, I just like I had 9 3-star reads and 4 2-star reads.
That's sad.
Yeah.
That is sad.
But also I think it's worth it because I think fingers crossed that I won Ellie's readathon.
I would assume you like genuinely. I don't see how you wouldn't.
I don't want to be the one to ask. Like, hey, can we get like the final like leaderboard? Because they were just due today, so I'm hoping she announces it tomorrow. But
yeah, if she doesn't have it in person, I don't care.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna be the one to ask, but I was when I saw she was doing it again, I was like, all right, I'm jumping in. I'm gonna.
And then you absolutely demolished it.
I'm gonna read all the books. So, which I mean, it was fun because I found like 2 new favorite books.
That's
but I also had more 2 and 3-star reads than I've had ever this year. So,
you know, I guess it happens to the best of us. I read 6 books in November, so it's not
September.
September.
I was like, are we talking about last year?
I feel like 6 books is very average.
Yeah.
No 5 stars though.
When you were getting ready to move, so like that took a lot of time.
3 stars, but that's fine.
Yeah.
One of them being the dumb book club book.
Trust me, that was one of my 2 stars also.
But I think it'll be fine because I read 6 last month, but I'm also rolling over like 4 books.
Yeah.
Like I've still not finished My Friends, which I should because it's audio. I just forget about audiobooks and I need to not. But
yeah, you could do that while you're doing anything.
I feel like I can, like, don't tell my boss, but I feel like I can listen to audiobooks.
That's so funny.
Because I'm looking at desk, so like.
Yeah.
I could just
if there's nobody there.
Yeah. My hair.
Yeah, exactly. I'm looking up Di's question on Discord. One moment.
Yeah. About
I don't see it anywhere.
Hold on. I'm on my computer. I'll just like go find it.
Yeah, I don't see it. I'll just text in Discord too.
Where am I? Here we are.
It is kind of nice. I'm not well, guys, we'll start our next sprint at 10 past so we can end on the hour. It is kind of nice. Like I love this round one. I feel like it's just fun because everyone's doing something different. And 2, I feel like I don't have to be so stressed out about like, oh my gosh, we already have 42 submissions where I have to go through and like add up everybody's points individually.
Yep.
So it's kind of like a more relaxing, I feel like, for us, at least for the first chunk.
But I feel like, I mean, you guys don't know what's happening, but I feel like the second chunk
I think
will
it'll be
be
okay.
okay. I think
Because
it'll be okay.
yeah, I think it'll be all right. As long as like we just check in on it 3 or
Yeah.
4 times a week, like I think, or like, every other day, I
You
think
might
that'll be
have to do it
fine.
daily depending on
Yeah.
how the split goes.
On how big the teams are, I guess.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
we can
yeah. Oh,
we can deal with that when we come to it. But
yeah. That's why we have an admin day.
yeah, which I think we'll go live
I
during
think
that,
that is the
hopefully.
plan.
Yeah, okay.
The hope. Wait, is that also escape weekend?
Oh, I don't know. I think so, because I couldn't do the 11th and 12th. So yes,
Yeah.
I think it was the other weekend.
Yeah, so 17th through 19th, admin days on the 19th. Yeah, so
Which is great. It'll work out.
Escape sprints too then.
Yeah, that'll be great. But yeah, so the first part of the month is a lot simpler for us than it has been in the past, which is
100%.
especially because you just moved, like it would have been. And this readathon, like this one is a little bit not a bad thing by any means, but it's a little bit smaller than it was like in years past, probably because I took a break last year just with school stuff. But like it's great. We still have over 100 people, which is insane to think about. But
I know.
Also, y'all, I did remind everybody, and I think y'all are registered, but just confirm that you have registered officially because the link does close tonight. And I'll probably let you do that. I don't know how to do that. I don't think I can because I'm not the owner of the sheet.
Okay. So I'll close at my time. So you guys,
I don't know. Yeah. Couple hours, yeah. Yeah.
Which did we announce that in the Discord?
I've been posting it all day, just that it ends on October 3rd. So yeah.
Sorry, I've not been on.
No, you're fine. Yes, I am going live at 9:30 Central Time tomorrow, probably for like hours or so, because we've got a wedding. So it'll be probably from 9:30 to 12:30 Central. But we are also going to talk about potential live sprints for next week, maybe if you're off on Friday. I guess I won't be there then if you do them on Friday, because we'll be in the airport. But I'll probably go live on Wednesday or Thursday. Because I'll be off work those 2 days. So
see, it's nice to have like the 410s in the fact that I get a 3-day weekend. It's also not because I can't do anything by the time I work.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. Yeah, I'll probably end up going live next Friday. I am gonna try to start like hitting my days off with sprints, even if it's for like 3 to 4 hours in the morning or something. I'm gonna try. So hopefully I'll be around now that everything is unpacked, because I also didn't know where the webcam was for like a week.
No, I get it. But so one of us at least will be going live one time next week.
Yes.
And we might not be on together, but hopefully we'll both be able to get some sort of live sprint in. So yeah, we'll go ahead and start our last sprint in just 1 minute, y'all. That way we can wrap things up for the evening.
And then I'll probably end up joining you tomorrow morning too, if I can. Because it's so much earlier my time that when we get off, I might be able to do like a couple errand things.
Yeah, that's great. I'll send you the thing on Discord, the link for it. So
sorry, I just don't have an Apple computer, so when you text it to me,
that's okay. I don't think about it. No, so I get it. I'll try to remember to.
If not, I usually just like text it to Lancet through Discord. Like I just it's not hard. I just hold it down, press send to Discord. But
no, it's all good. All right, y'all. We're gonna go ahead and start our final sprint for 50 minutes, and we'll chat to wrap things up in a little while. Happy reading. Let us know how you did on that final sprint for the night. I finished The Housemaid and I actually get 5 stars. So there's your sign to read it. And then I got to 195 of my other book.
Okay, I need to read it. I got it.
So good.
So happy for you. I got to page 192, so I feel like I'm making progress. I feel like
Nice.
I'm pretty fast.
Yeah.
So that's nice. I just need to actually, read.
Yeah. Very fun. Yeah, but I'm glad you're making progress on that. It'll probably work out in your favor that you're starting this early for booking this stuff.
I think so. Because just based on how it's going, I'm gonna 3 months.
Yeah. I know. I'll need to start filming next month probably if I'm gonna stay on top of things. Or if even this month maybe.
I feel like it's okay for me to start early.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. I have like my list of ideas written down. And I have 12, so
okay.
We'll see. We'll see. One of those, I mean, it's easy, like Mending Hearts Book Club Q1 announcement.
Oh gosh, I probably
which we need to figure that out, by the way.
But we have a couple months. We don't need to figure that out right now. Let's get through Spooktober.
We have 2 months, which is a couple months.
Yeah, let's get.
But it'll be here.
I know, but actually, no. We do need to start planning it because January is a vote.
Yeah, we at least need to think about the direction we want to go in for everything, because we typically announce first-ish week of December, or first week of the month before the quarter starts. So yeah, we probably should think about it early November at the latest, which is fine.
Okay, fine.
Let's see. Hello, Christina. Let's see. I might be late or miss it. Depends on how late I stay up reading. Totally fair. For me, sprints are at 7:30 and I wake up at 7, so I will definitely be up and joining y'all. I love that. I used to be a night person, but my job has not quickly, over the course of the 3 years that I worked the 6:45 a.m. shift, I very much became more of a morning person, so.
I agree. I have also shifted because of work.
Yeah. I managed 53 pages almost halfway through my book. Love that. I have 45 pages left. It's 9:02 p.m. here. So I'll definitely be finishing my book. Love that. Excited to see what you pick out to read next for tomorrow's sprints. Yes, we love to see it. And don't forget to submit it. Because I'll probably just pop in random stats like, oh, we've submitted this many books since October 1st, or oh, we've read this many pages. So post all the things. I'd rather do that than calculate everybody's individual points. I love doing it, and I'll do it all day long.
I don't love doing it. I'm not gonna lie. Back to Kindle kind of shot me in the foot.
Yeah, it is a lot. It gets hard.
Yeah, I mean, at least the good thing about Back to Kindle was the way that I was able to curate.
Yeah, I think we should use, if we do something similar next June, I think we should curate a similar list, because it was kind of nice how I was able to add things up automatically once you got it started.
Yeah, I think we do definitely need to do that.
Yeah, we also need to talk. Speaking of Back to Kindle, we also need to talk about if we're doing a December round, because I think we should, our 2-week round, which we would need to announce next month. So, because it would be December 1 through 14. So, just a heads up, something to think about. Time flies.
Okay. At least December is usually we do something super, super simple.
Yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be easy. I might finish before going to sleep. Love that for you. Well, that's all that we have for tonight. I'm gonna go to bed because it's already 11 p.m. here, and it is way past my typical bedtime. So that's all that we have for tonight. But we, of course, appreciate y'all joining us in some not kickoff sprints, but kickoff sprints for us because it's our first set together for Spooktober. Thank you all for joining us. Thank you, Glenda, for being here. We'll see you tomorrow. Yes, we figured that out in June, and it was a huge help, honestly, I feel like.
The best, yeah.
So we'll definitely use that in the future, but for Spooktober, it's not necessary, at least not right now. So we're gonna ride with that while we can. But yes, I already have tomorrow's sprints, so feel free to click on the notification if you want to be alerted when those start. Stasia and I should potentially be on together, at least for a little while. So come hang out and get some more reading done. Appreciate y'all being here. I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream, but we will see y'all in 10-ish hours. Bye.
Bye.